This video is the first in a series I'm starting called Plot Hole Explained, where I analyze and debunk alleged plot holes, and determine their accuracy. In this episode, and the ones to follow, I've decided to focus on the TV show Shingeki no Kyojin, otherwise known as Attack on Titan. I figured I would focus on Attack on Titan, due to the fact it is devoid of any plot holes as far as I have found. And yet many people claim it is riddled with plot holes. In this video, I intend to take a look at their alleged plot holes, and see if they have any merit, starting with today's alleged plot hole. How did Armin survive this? This is an infamous plot hole I have seen floating around. This plot hole claims that Armin shouldn't have been able to survive his battle with the colossal titan, that he should have died instantly from his burns and the fall he took. However, after inspection, this plot hole fails to hold up. Let's start by looking at the burns. From what I have found, the burns are very unlikely to kill Armin instantly. Third-degree burns over 100% of the body is considered indefinitely fatal. However, people with such wounds die many hours after receiving them. Although there is no doubt Armin was put into shock by these burns. The fact of the matter is, Armin would not have died instantly from these burns. Now let's address the heart of this plot hole. The fall. Most people I've seen address this alleged plot hole claim that Armin fell 50 to 60 meters, which actually isn't true. These people seem to forget he landed on a rooftop, and these buildings are somewhere between 10 to 15 meters tall. Not to mention, being 60 meters off the ground would mean Armin would have to be on top of the colossal titan, which he observably isn't. I estimate Armin actually fell closer to roughly 40 meters. Obviously, this is still quite a fatal fall. Most people would certainly die at this height. Most people. There have been cases of people surviving even greater falls than this, and they weren't trained super soldiers or anything, leaving Armin's survival in the realm of possibility, however unlikely. He would definitely be paralyzed and most likely unconscious, which seems to be the case for Armin. The argument could also be made that since Armin fell at an angle, his fall would have been less severe, although I would take that with a grain of salt. Since this is in the realm of possibility, it is not a plot hole. However, it can still be considered a contrivance, which is a fair assessment of the situation. It is a miracle that Armin survives this. After all, Aaron assumed Armin was dead, and credit to the show for treating it like the miracle it is, especially when they hardly pull anything like this. Compared to other shows like Breaking Bad, which has plenty of convenient happenstances. This all isn't to mention that Armin and the rest of the scats are constantly zipping around on their ODM gear, meaning they most likely adapted some resistance to whiplash and such, which means if anyone can survive a fall like that, it would probably be a scout. However, once again, I would take that with a grain of salt. Overall, this plot hole has no merit of being an actual plot hole. However, there is some argument of it being considered a contrivance, a far more fitting assessment. And plot contrivances aren't inherently bad, as convenient things do sometimes happen, making this plot hole officially debunked. Please bring other potential plot holes to my attention in the comments. Thanks for watching.